As was said in the earlier videos, there are 3 adjustment processes in doing a rating. In each of the adjustment steps, the adjusted value from the previous step is used as the starting value for the next step. Each step builds upon the last step. The rating formula reflects this. Once the standard WPI has been adjusted for diminished future earning capacity, that adjusted number is used as the number to be further adjusted based upon the particular occupation of the injured person and taking into consideration the injured body part. The rating is increased or decreased based upon the relationship of the occupation to the injured body part. For example, a spine impairment to a bank president would be less of a disability than to a licensed practical nurse. The process of adjusting for occupation is explained in the schedule on page 1-8 and 1-9. Adjusting for occupation takes 3 steps. So the second box really consists of 3 boxes. That is, first, the group number is to be located, and then second, the variant letter is to be located, and finally, the FEC adjustment gets adjusted for the occupation. This chart is on page 3-27 of the schedule. It will not have to be referred to in the rating process, but it's used here to explain how the group numbers came about. The schedule divides the labor market into only 45 numbered occupational groups. Each group is assigned a 3-digit code called an occupation number. The first digit of the code refers to the arduousness of the duties, ranking jobs from 1 to 5 in ascending order of physical arduousness. The second digit separates occupations into broad categories sharing common characteristics. The third digit differentiates between occupations within these groups. Group numbers for all of the occupations listed in the schedule are on pages 3-2 to 3-26. If the exact occupation is not listed, use an occupation that is similar in arduousness or physical requirements. The variant letters are found in section 4 of the schedule, starting on page 4-2. To do this, find the row containing the impairment number in the left-hand column, and then follow that row across the page to the intersection of the column labeled with the group number. The group numbers are across the top. The variant is found at the intersection of the column and the row. For example, a furniture assembler with a cervical spine impairment that has an impairment number of 15.01.02.02 is found on page 4-6 of the schedule. The row where the impairment numbers of starting with 15.01 to 15.03 intersects with the 470 column shows a variant H. So if we were writing out the rating formula, we would have entered 15.01.02.02. That we would enter a dash, and the impairment that we got from the medical report would have been an 8, and we adjusted this for future earning capacity. We had a rank of 5, and that adjusted the 8 into a 10. Then we enter a dash, and now we enter our group number, which was a 470, and without any space, we put our variant letter, which we found to be an H. That's how far we've gotten in the formula so far. The third step in the adjusting for the occupation is to take the standard rating percent, which has already been adjusted for future earning capacity, and to adjust that based on the variant letter. To do this, refer to page 5-2 and 5-3 of the schedule. Locate the standard rating percent in the left-hand column or in the middle column. Then move across the row to the column with the variant labeled at the top of the table. The intersection of the rating and the variant letter is the rating adjusted for occupation. For example, let's use our previous example where the variant is H and the impairment is of the neck and the FEC adjusted rating is 10%. The resulting occupation adjustment is 13%. Now we can add the 13 to our rating formula with a dash and a 13, and we now have adjusted the rating for occupation.